Due to copyright law, we have to subject you to the following. Please turn down any ear or headphone accoutrements. TOL photography is not responsible for any convulsive or violent vomiting. Listen at your own risk.
I was standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona, such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing you know the rest.
I hope we pass the audition.
Bob, really? What?
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Well, hello and welcome back to our channel. Last week, Karen and I explored the meteor crater in Winslow, Arizona. That was absolutely amazing to see. And this is our final video of our road trip from Ontario, Canada to Mesa, Arizona. And I would just like to take a moment and thank all of you that have recently subscribed and those that subscribed right from the very beginning and joined us as we traveled across America. And what better way to finish this journey than to stop at the most iconic corner in Winslow, Arizona, made famous by the Eagles song, Take It Easy. Have you ever wondered how that song came to life? Or why this particular corner in Winslow, Arizona was made famous? Well, sit back, grab a tea or a coffee, and we'll do our best to shed some light on those mysteries. So let's get a little bit of history on Winslow, Arizona. 2 miles west of the Little Colorado River, Winslow became a division point for the Santa Fe Railroad in 1880. In 1881, it became a regular railroad terminal. The settlement reportedly started when a settler named Doc F.C. Demrest operated a business from a tent. Later, another settler named J.H. Breed built the first stone building, and a post office was established on January 10th, 1882. The town was named after General Edward F. Winslow, president of the railroad. In the late 1800s, a man named John Lorenzo Hubbell began building Navajo trading posts all over Arizona and New Mexico. These were just a part of the trading empire that included freight and mail lines and curio shops in California, bean farmers near Gallup, New Mexico, and apple farms near Farmington, New Mexico. Hubbell was instrumental in bridging the gap between the white settlers and the Navajo people. In Winslow, the building still stands that once housed the Hubbell Wholesale Store, which operated from 1924 to 1948. Okay, so let's fast forward a bit to another historic site in Winslow, Arizona. On May 15, 1930, the famous La Posada Harvey House Hotel opened its doors for business, the last one built in the famous Harvey Hotel and restaurant chains. Now, Harvey House may not be so well known in Canada, but in the West, the Harvey House and Hotels was very well known. During their heyday, they boasted over 45 restaurants, 20 dining cars in 12 states. They were so well known, Hollywood made a movie around the business. It starred a very young Judy Garland and Angela Lansbury. And boys, let me tell you, Miss Lansbury was quite the dish back in the day. But both of these amazing actresses starred in The Harvey Girls. Fred Harvey, The Harvey House and Hotels, and the real Harvey Girls were legendary. But I digress. Let's get back to it. Winslow was chosen for the site because it was the headquarters for the Santa Fe Railroad. Winslow grew so fast during those days that the railroad anticipated the town would soon become another Santa Fe, New Mexico. The Hotel La Posada was designed by Mary Coulter, the famed Grand Canyon architect. She paid very close attention to ensure that she incorporated and blended specific detailed aspects of the area's Native American and Spanish cultures into the hotel. However, by 1957, railroad travel had all but stopped, and the beautiful La Posada Hotel was closed. The La Posada wasn't the only business that suffered during these years. Until the 60s, Winslow was the largest town in northern Arizona. But life began to slow down in Arizona when government progress passed the completion of the West I-40 that bypassed the town in the 70s, killing tourism and forcing many businesses to close their doors. Winslow, Arizona was all but forgotten when a freeway displaced Route 66 and its travelers bypassing its downtown core in the late 70s. But the power of music and the lyrics of a song, along with a certain cartoon by Disney, helped bring tourism back to this once almost desolate town. Winslow already had some acclaim as a Route 66 town and a celebrated historic hotel, the La Posada. The only problem was, Take It Easy wasn't written about any particular corner in Winslow, but the town realized they need to give visitors something to see. On May 29, 1997, the Standing on the Corner Foundation took the first steps of a long journey. The goal was to develop a park at the heart of downtown Winslow that would commemorate the Eagles' first single, Take It Easy. The foundation, comprised of 14 local volunteers, worked diligently to conceptualize, design, and plan the park's construction. Artisans from across the continent sent in proposals for the corner during its development. After reviewing an untold number of amazing submissions, the foundation settled on two pieces, a mural and a statue. So, in 1999, they created Standing on the Corner Park at the intersection of Route 66 and North Kinsley Avenue, right in the center of town. World-renowned artist John Pugh was commissioned to complete the mural at the Standing on the Corner Park in 1999. For more than 3 decades, this world-renowned trompe-l'oeil artist John Pugh has engaged and captivated the public with large-scale murals in spaces across the world. His trick-of-the-eye murals cleverly fool the viewer into seeing a modern facade, broken wall revealing Greek columns, or a woman reading in a cafe. The centerpiece of the park is a demi-clad statue named Easy holding an acoustic guitar. The statue was created by sculptor Ron Adamson. Adamson was selected to make the statue in 1998. While it does bear a passing resemblance to Jackson Browne, he used his son Dustin as the model. Adamson said it was supposed to represent all songwriters. So now, where did the famous lyrics come from? Legend has it that Jackson Browne was actually on his way to Sedona via Route 66 when his car broke down in the middle of Winslow, Arizona. So at some point in time during that unfortunate ordeal, he probably stood on some corner in the city of Winslow, presumably waiting for a tow. Okay, well, that put the name of the town in the song, but he had trouble coming up with the context to finish the verse. In a 1994 documentary, Jackson Browne attributed the lyrics about the flatbed Ford to Glenn Frey. But why don't I let him and Don Henley tell you the story?
Take It Easy is a song that I started to write and Glenn finished. He had the 4 great singers, this huge bank of voices that could come in, and he had that to work with. And when they worked out the song, it suddenly had this, take it easy, take it easy. We had this, this arrangement sense that was just so great.
He wrote the song and had become disenchanted with it and had sort of put it aside, put it on the shelf. And Glenn Frey, who was a very astute arranger and a student of songwriting, recognized that there was something in that song that was perhaps better than Jackson had imagined, and encouraged Jackson to get it off the shelf.
He said, let me know when it's done. He called me like 2 weeks later and said, is it done? I said, well, yeah, I'm still working on my record, but I'm going to do it, So then he called me, then he waited about a month, and he called me, he says, is it done? I said, no. He said, you want me to finish it? And I went, no, I can finish it. I'll do it.
Jackson ended up letting Glenn actually finish it.
He came up with this great flatbed Ford thing, I mean, that's like a real, that's a transformation made right there. I mean, I dug the fact that all these these women in Arizona were driving trucks. That appealed to me. But it's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, you know.
Since that time, one more statue has been added to the corner, the statue of the famed legendary guitarist Glenn Frey, who passed away January 18, 2016. His statue was added September 24, 2016, and became a setting for tributes to the Eagles songwriter. The statue of Glenn Frey was added thanks to the fundraising efforts of two Phoenix morning radio DJs, Mark Devine and Paul Marshall, from classic radio station KSLX, along with the Standing on the Corner Foundation and the city of Winslow, Arizona. Take It Easy catapulted the Eagles into the American consciousness and put Winslow, Arizona back on the map for tourism. The unique attraction is visited by an estimated 125,000 visitors annually. Oh yes, and that Disney cartoon was the 2006 release of the animated film Cars, which brought a renewed attention to the efforts to save local U.S. Route 66 Main Street businesses in towns long bypassed by the interstate.
Subscribe to TOL Photography!